Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can nest double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a ward, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog on fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Fourth down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we can to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they gon' respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put them boys to rest like a 10 feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky. Hair stocky, leave him floppy, face naughty. Talking all aki, think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Herbert on first down now. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. To throw again on second down. Herbert. He'll find Everett there, complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Herbert now. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25. throwing again. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Herbert operating from the red zone. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Now it's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 7, Falcons 9.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 26. Beginning on the ground with Patterson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. The Falcons at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking middle, and that's complete. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw here, Herbert. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
10. Red cycle.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Ready?
Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Right back to Pitts again. Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 7-7, our score after 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Herbert. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
14, Falcons 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Okay, ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On second down, a run with Patterson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Yellow, go! Smash, red!
Out of the gun now on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Set, ready! White, white! Eagle blue! What?
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. A quick throw here out wide to Pitts. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Ritter on target to Pitts for a Falcon first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Elsewhere on this Sunday in the NFL, they're in the second quarter in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Shot, 17. Ready.
1st and 10, it's Patterson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Black shot. Striker.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. 3rd down, here's Patterson. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That one goes for 8 yards. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Patterson running between the tackles. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Ready, set. Go. Claws red. Steel black. Green jack.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
Let's go. Watch out now. 52.
They'll go. It's Patterson. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Jalen Guyton, 45 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7.
Falcons 7.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play. Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The slot man in motion right. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 68 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Once more, here's Eckler. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give, Eckler running to the right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On third down, here's Eckler. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash. Hopkins' kick is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. It's Eckler again. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a nice job right there. Get the ball out to the perimeter, get it to your guy in space. And he's just going to take this, turn upfield, and turn it into a big play in 1st and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Up the middle with Eckler. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Herbert. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there. Touchdown! Demir Bird, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency. Because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Eckler now between the tackles. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
In motion goes the tight end. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Hopkins with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Ready. Go ready. Sit. Back up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Donald Perro, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Chargers 45, Falcons 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Come on, set.
Patterson, he'll try it up the middle.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. But
and my goodness, another interception. The 40, the 20, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a squibber picked up around the 27.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach, when I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
They'll go again with Patterson.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Patterson. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Ready.
They'll give it to Patterson.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A carry for the fullback. This is Mike Burton trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
52 blaster. Trail green. Ready.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Herbert now. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And this, not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So Is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at Tennessee, when we had to go from east to west, our trainer Tim Karen said, leave your watches on East Coast time. Every piece of information we got was East Coast Standard Time. Try to psychologically tell us what to do, as well as prepare our bodies the same way.
So for the Chargers, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year.